Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am actually very excited about today's video because I have done a lot of videos on hair over the years. Those are some of my most watched. I have done a lot of videos on makeup and on skincare, but an aspect of the beauty world that I've never really touched is nails. And it's probably the area that started my beauty obsession, if we're being honest. When I was a kid and other little girls in my class were talking about being prime minister or being an astronaut, I wanted to be an esthetician to do nails, manicures, pedicures, that whole thing. I used to have so many nail polishes, so many different things to like scrape the crud off the bottom of people's feet. I loved it. I love feeling like I was helping people feel more beautiful. And I just kind of grew out of it as I got older. And then I didn't do my nails for a long time. And then when I was working at the radio station, my manager, she loved doing her nails. So I kind of got into that with her. And then I ended up doing a lot of press-ons, which I still do sometimes, but I've gotten back into the land of trying nail polishes lately, just straight up nail polishes. So my favorite line that you can get at like Walmart and Shoppers and that sort of thing is the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. Now it is called Miracle Gel, but it's just a regular nail polish. You don't need a light or anything. These are my favorite because I find that they last longest and that sort of thing. But if you buy them at Walmart, they're $10 each, so it's not that bad. But at Shoppers, they're a little expensive. They're like $20 each. And so I've been thinking about jumping into the world of other brands of nail polish, ones that are on the internet, because a lot of my faves love doing their nails. And in May, Mooncat was doing their lunar sale, and I think they do in May, and I think also around Black Friday as well, where you can get 20% off your whole purchase. And at that same time, they did a sponsored video with two of my favorite creators, Danielle Kersey and Wild Fern. So I kind of took that as like a cosmic sign to try Mooncat for the first time. So that's how we got here. So I went from having no Mooncat nail polishes to having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I put my first Mooncat order through on May 12th. And I ordered the shade The Stranger, which is just a cream color. It's like a dark green. The shade Raven, which is like a sort of shiny dark purple black. The shade Garden of Evil, which is kind of like a dark green with a purple shift. And then I also bought the Universe Essentials Duo, which is the top coat and the hardcore base coat. Then I was having FOMO because I wanted to buy more nail polishes. That order hadn't even arrived yet because they were obviously inundated with orders for the sale. So I did put in another order on May 19th, and I believe this first order came in on the 20th. So it came in right after. In my second order, I bought just 3 polishes. I bought a shade called Artemis Deathkiss, which is what I'm wearing right now and what I'm wearing in the close-ups. I bought the shade Fields of Elysium, which is like a lighter green with a purple shift. And then I also bought the Getting Even nail primer. Interesting thing to note, because I think these things are important. When my first package came in the mail, the hardcore base coat was very cracked. I opened the box, like, of the whole package, and it smelled like nail polish. And then when I opened the box that this polish came in, it was cracked right through. So I contacted customer support, and even though I'm like a 20-minute drive from the border, I am technically an international customer. So I expected a refund, and that is not what happened. They actually just sent me a whole new polish, which I thought was so cool, so nice of them. Love that they sent me a new polish, so that makes me think better of them. So Mooncat nail polishes seem to range in price from about 10 to 20 bucks Canadian. With the sale, most of them were about 13, so that's why I bought so many. I'll be honest with you, I wish I had bought more of these straight up cream colors, because I only have the one, and I think it's really pretty, but I haven't actually worn it yet. The only shades I've tried so far are Fields of Elysium and Garden of Evil, which hilariously, honestly, are very similar. I thought they were much more different when I bought them, but they're so similar. I didn't need both. I love that I have both, but I didn't need both. And then I obviously have Artemis Deathkiss on right now. So, my experience with those shades. I really, really like them. So I kind of thought I would take you through how I do my nails and then get to how this polish has lasted and all of that specifically after I tell you the prep that I do. So when I don't have nail polish on, I don't have to worry about removing. But if I'm going to have to remove nail polish, I like to do it right before I go in the shower so that anything extra that I get on my hands, because I do that a lot, I get it all over my hands, comes off in the shower. So I use a 100% acetone that I buy at Walmart, and I just put it on a little cotton pad, and I wipe, and it comes off. I find that this Mooncat nail polish does come off quite easily. Usually only takes me 2 cotton pads to do all 10 fingers. You wipe it off, I go in the shower, I come out. What I like to do first is use a nail oil and put it around my cuticles, let it soak in for a bit, and then I use a cuticle pusher to maybe push some of the the extra skin back, because I definitely get like extra lines of skin that kind of creep forward. So just to push them back to make it like a nice line. Then I like to file my nails with a glass nail file. When I wanted to get back into nails, I wanted to watch like a nail 101 video, and I ended up watching this video that I'll link down below. It's clips from a live stream from Christine from Simply Nailogical, and this is kind of how she explained it in that video. And a point that she made in that video that I thought was very interesting was she suggested not to use traditional nail clippers because they break your nail off with force, right? Like they just and so what's happening is when they do that, they're creating like little cracks, almost like fissure. Is that the right word? It like spreads out like a little spider web, and it's going to make your nail more likely to just break. I never really thought of that before, so I still use nail clippers on my toes because I don't care about my feet, but I don't use them on my fingernails anymore. I literally only use this glass nail file. I bought it on Amazon. It's not a fancy one by any means, but that's what I use. I shape my nails the way I like them shaped, which is sort of almondy, but not quite as pointy. I'm hiding my index finger because it chipped today. But this is the general shape that I like, not too long. And then, once I have my nails shaped the way I want, and I have them, the cuticles pushed back, what I do is I dip a Q-tip into the 100% acetone, and I just go over each nail, just to make sure that none of the oil is on it, and none of the debris from filing my nails is there, so that the nail has a nice, clean, dehydrated coat for my nail polish. So something that's nice about these Mooncat nail polishes is I find it very easy to do thin coats. Some other nail polishes I've tried in the past, they come out so gloopy that even when you try to do a thin coat, it kind of gloops on itself, and then it is too thick and you can't do a thin coat. These ones are really easy. So to start, I use the hardcore base coat, and I just do a thin coat, and honestly, usually by the time I'm done my pinky on my last hand, I can go back and start my, the first finger that I did, which is usually my thumb. So that's great. So one coat of the hardcore base coat, and then I do one coat of the primer. I give the primer a little more time to dry because it is a little bit thicker, but it is what it is. Now, depending on which color you're using, you might have to do 2 or 3 coats. I found that Fields of Elysium came out a little bit thicker than Garden of Evil or Artemis's Deathkiss. I don't know why, but for some reason, that one, which is... that one I found it to be, I think that's also the one that I'm using in my demo is Fields of Elysium. I just felt like it was a little bit thicker to apply, and it took a little bit longer to dry. I did even use my little fan, and it just took a little bit longer, but please understand that. When I say a little bit longer, I mean in total, beginning to end, me doing my nails, the whole process took like 45 minutes. And I like to take this 45 minutes on a Sunday night before the sort of work week starts. I'm watching a YouTube video that I wanted to watch that I've missed, and I'm doing my nails. Like, that's like my self-care time, okay? So, the Fields of Elysium took longer to dry, but Artemis Deathkiss, I had my nails started and stopped, like done within 20 minutes. It was that fast. And I took 2 coats, I think. I could have done 3, but I didn't. So you're going to want to paint a coat, give it a little bit to dry. Make sure that when you touch it, you're not even leaving like your fingerprint in there anymore, like it's dry. Do another coat. Thin coats is the key. And another trick that I learned from Christine from Simply Nailogical that I didn't know before is about wrapping the end. I didn't know this. So basically, obviously, you're not supposed to get nail polish on your skin. If you do get nail polish on your skin, some people are like, oh, I'll just leave it and it'll come off in the shower. That's really not the right way to do it, because if you think when it cracks to come off, there's a really good chance that it's going to crack on the nail and then lift. So that's why when you get your nails professionally done, they're going to keep it away from the sides as much as they can to, have better longevity, because it's not going to, if it's not getting on your skin, nothing's going to get underneath it to crack and pull it off, right? So if you have to keep it away from your skin on the edges in order to do that, go for it. Honestly, practice makes perfect when it comes to nail polish. You're not going to be good at it right away. I definitely wasn't. Practice. But back to the wrapping thing. You do your nail, and then you take a little bit and you wrap it just under the edge. I didn't know about this. You take it, and then you just kind of swipe the edge. Take it, swipe the edge. I didn't know this. That, by covering the end of your nail, you're kind of capping it. So as your nail polish wears, it's just wearing that cap rather than wearing the blunt end and then cracking off. I never thought about that, but it makes perfect sense. So do that with each of your layers, and then finally when you get to the top coat, paint it all on, cap it, let it all dry. And the coolest thing is that I have found that I can wear these nail polishes for a whole week without it starting to chip. It actually chipped today, and today is 1 week since I did Artemis' Deathkiss. And all I have is this chip here on this nail, and then one on this ring finger. That's it. That is so cool, especially, like, I'm not someone who's super active, obviously, but I do always have my hands in water because I'm doing stuff for my plants. So it's not like my hands aren't ever doing anything. I just definitely don't, like, wash dishes or anything. Overall, I think these nail polishes are beautiful. I really like them. Next time I do a sale, I will definitely be getting more cream polishes. And it's nice to know that if something happens in transit or something, and something comes broken, their customer service team is so responsive. And it's also nice to know that these aren't crazy expensive. Like, honestly, I'm getting these nail polishes for less than I was getting the Sally Hansen ones. And I'm still going to probably buy the Sally Hansen ones occasionally if there's a color I particularly want, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not never doing that ever again, but it's just nice to have this as an option. There's so many unique colors and so many unique finishes with Mooncat that are more up my alley. They have thermal ones now that change color with your like body temperature. There's ones that are like magnet. I didn't get any of those because I thought I should start simple with these sort of light shimmers and like a cream. So maybe next order we'll do something a little more fun. But as far as the basics go, I really, really like these nail polishes, and I really look forward to the opportunity to try more. I think they're a lot of fun. There is a reason that they're everybody's favorite, and that is because they rock. They have this one that's like light purple, and then it fades into like, and then with like, maybe I have it backwards. Is it like basically dark purple, and then it gets cold, it goes light purple, or is it the other way around? It's beautiful. I almost bought it, but I figured, not that I'm a particular expert in this subject, but I figured I should walk before I ran, right? So I bought all the more basic shades. So during the next sale, I'll buy more. They just have, they get me, you know what I mean? Everything's like a little bit spooky, a little bit witchy. The brand is called Mooncat. Like this, I can't wait to wear this color. This is like my perfect green. I wish I could own everything in this color. I wish I could be this color. I'm pretty sure this whole brand is vegan and cruelty-free. I'm fairly positive. And to cap it all off, I didn't have to pay duties. I was so worried that because I bought so many nail polishes and my order was over $100, that it was going to come and I was going to be hit with like $40 duties at the door. Because if you recall, I ordered 2 lipsticks and 2 eyeliners from Melt Cosmetics, and I had to pay $40 in duties at the door because Canadian. But that didn't happen. No duties. I was very happy about that. So yeah, overall, so far, so good. I've had my Mooncat polishes for about a month now, and I have loved them. I've only worn 3 of my, I guess I have 5 shades, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I've got the 3 bases, or the 3, like, 2 base coats and the top coat, okay? But I've only had the opportunity to wear 3, but I'm looking forward to wearing the green one the most, I think. I think it's going to be, like, one of my more regular shades. And then next time they do a sale, I'm going to get the black one and every other color, I think, probably. But yeah, overall, if you've been looking at Mooncat and wondering if you should get it, I love them, and I really highly recommend them. Let's just be honest here. Do you do your nails? Is that something that you like to do? Do you have a favorite brand of nail polish that I should try? I tried a lot of the sort of basic ones back in the day, like Essie and all that sort of thing, and I didn't like them for one reason or another. That's why I never really went back to them. I just used the Sally Hansen ones before now. But what's your favorite brand and why? And what sorts of things do you like to do with your nails? Or do you just leave them au naturel? Or do you get them done? Or do you, like, what's going on on your fingertips? I want to know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed already. And I will see you next time. Bye!